Top news around the world, based on today. Wagner taking advantage of Niger coup. Blinken. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has accused the Russian mercenary group Wagner of taking advantage of the coup in Niger to gain influence in the country. He said Wagner was undermining Niger's security and sovereignty and called for a swift return to civilian rule. Portugal battles wildfires amid third heat wave. Portugal is facing a series of wildfires as temperatures soar above 40 degrees C in some parts of the country. More than 1,000 firefighters are trying to contain the flames, which have destroyed homes and forced evacuations. The country is experiencing its third heat wave this year, which experts say is linked to climate change. Iraq bans media from using term homosexuality, says they must use sexual deviance. Iraq's media regulator has issued a directive banning media outlets from using the term homosexuality or any other words that refer to sexual orientation or gender identity. The regulator said media must use the term sexual deviance instead, and warned that violators could face legal action. The move has been condemned by human rights groups as a violation of freedom of expression and an attack on the LGBTQ+ community. New fossils reveal specialized eating technique of unusual ancient marine reptile. Scientists have discovered new fossils of an ancient marine reptile called Tanystropheus, which had a long neck and a specialized jaw for eating hard-shelled prey. The fossils, found in Switzerland and Italy, reveal that Tanystropheus had two types of teeth, one for crushing shells and one for piercing flesh. The researchers say this is the first evidence of such a dual feeding system in a reptile. Fatal family lunch mystery grips Australia. Australian authorities are investigating the mysterious deaths of 4 relatives who fell ill after eating a family lunch in Sydney. The victims, who were from China, showed symptoms of poisoning and died within days of each other. The police have not ruled out foul play, but have also not found any evidence of toxins in the food or the house. The death toll from the Hawaii wildfires has risen by 17 fatalities to a total of 53, officials in Maui said Thursday afternoon. Hawaii Governor Josh Green said earlier that the state hasn't had a loss-of-life incident like this for many years. As many as 1,700 buildings have been destroyed and 80% of the historic town of Lahaina is gone, Green said. Joe Biden issued a major disaster declaration for the wildfires on the Hawaiian island, which releases funds for recovery. The wildfires began on Tuesday and spread quickly, fueled by strong winds generated by Hurricane Dora. Thousands have been evacuated to makeshift shelters, and 11,000 people are still without power on Maui. Hawaii wildfires scorched land like an apocalypse. Sites steeped in the history of Hawaii's royal past, a bustling art scene, and the largest banyan tree in the U.S. are just a few of the reasons Lahaina has long been a favorite tourist destination on the island of Maui. The 6 people who have been arrested in connection with the killing of Ecuadorian presidential candidate Fernando Villavicencio are Colombian, police say. Women on the minimum wage in Ghana have to spend one in every $7 they earn on sanitary pads. The Barbie film has been banned in Kuwait and faces calls for a ban in Lebanon amid criticism in the Arab world of the movie's social values. Virgin Galactic. Spaceflight passengers unbuckle and explore zero gravity. Donald Trump and his close personal aide Walt Nauta have pleaded not guilty to the latest allegations in the federal classified documents case. Virgin Galactic has taken a former Olympian, a University of Aberdeen student, and her mother to the edge of space on its first flight for tourists. Arkady Volozh, a co-founder of Russia's technology giant Yandex, has described Moscow's full-scale invasion of Ukraine as barbaric. On this day in 1973, at a party in an apartment in the Bronx, New York, hip-hop was born. Iran has released 5 U.S.-Iranian dual nationals into house arrest, U.S. officials say. A doctor decapitated a woman's baby during a nightmare delivery in Georgia, a legal case has claimed. Ukraine has ordered the mandatory evacuation of all civilians from 37 settlements in the northeast as Russia steps up its attacks there.